I brought you something close to me.
Hello, welcome to Things in Chuck's House. Today we're going to be discussing industrial design, which is something I have, a bit of an interest in. Of course, there are industrial designs in pretty much everything, but there are a few select people who are considered sort of elite industrial designers, and I'll go ahead and talk about a few that I have here. For example, this right here is a Scotch tape dispenser. See, it's even branded by Scotch. It is actually made by Scotch and designed by a designer by the name of Karim Rashid. He's a Canadian guy who has designed tons of things. I mean, I actually have a trash can designed by him, a little paper basket. I have a wine cork opener that I have by him that really I still haven't figured out how to use. I have a pen by him. He's a very versatile designer, and he has designed some cool stuff. Next thing we'll take a look at here is a flashlight. Now this is a really cool flashlight. This thing is made out of I believe this might be stainless steel or something like that, because it's pretty hefty. And this one is designed by a gentleman, and you can see his name right here. It is called the Apollo flashlight by Marc Newson. Marc Newson is an Australian gentleman. He first became famous by his design of a chair, which was really wild looking and probably nominally comfortable. It's kind of a wild looking thing made out of metal, but he designed this. I know he's designed wristwatches. I believe he's designed shoes and other clothing. So again, this is a pretty neat piece of design here. Interestingly enough, I've had an object here that I've used, regularly, several times a week for over a couple of decades, if not more, that I found out only fairly recently was designed by one of the great designers of our times, and that is this right here. This is the Gillette sensor razor. Now, I found out about a designer by the name of Dieter Rams, and he's a very famous German designer. He's best known for designing items for the German company Braun. He designed everything from, electric razors to watches and clocks to stereo systems, things like that. And they all have this very cool sort of minimalist aesthetic to them. And I found out after I bought a book about Dieter Rams that this Gillette sensor razor was also designed by him. So I didn't even know it, but I've been using a Dieter Rams design for, probably, 30 years or something like that. Here's an interesting piece. This is a watch. It's very kind of cool looking here, and it's asymmetry. It's designed to basically conform to your wrist a little bit better than a regular wristwatch, I guess. And it is pretty neat Seiko watch. This watch is known as the Bishop watch by watch enthusiasts because you might recognize it if you'd noticed it in the movie Aliens. Bishop was the name of the android on the spaceship there. and he wore this watch. So I got this a while back because I thought it was a pretty neat looking watch. And the interesting thing about this watch is it was designed by a gentleman by the name of Giugiaro, and you can see his name here on the back of the watch. His name is Giorgetto Giugiaro. And Giorgetto Giugiaro is known as one of the great car designers of all time. He designed everything from the Maserati Ghibli, the Maserati Bora, the Lotus Esprit, the Subaru SVX, the Volkswagen Golf, and he also designed this particular car. This is the Alfa Romeo GTV6, and this is a Hot Wheels version of the GTV6, and I also happen to own an Alfa GTV6, so very cool. And then I have, well, let's see here, I also have this pair of scissors. And these scissors, now the thing about industrial design is it doesn't have to be expensive. You know, that tape dispenser was cheap. Of course, the Gillette Sensor razor is cheap, you know, designed to be purchased and used by millions. The flashlight was actually a little on the pricey side, but these scissors were cheap. And what happened was Target actually occasionally will have high-end designers design items for them, and they'll sell them there. And this must have been, gosh, maybe 20 years ago or something. The designer that they had was this guy named Philippe Starck. And Philippe Starck is one of the top industrial designers in the world. He has designed everything from these pairs of scissors here to wristwatches, to hotels, to one of the world's largest yachts. He designed a motorcycle. So he's designed pretty much everything. I mean, let me show you. These eyeglasses that I have, also designed by Philippe Starck. And like I said, I bought these scissors at Target. I probably didn't pay more than maybe $10 or $15 for them. These are actually kind of strange scissors. They are nominally practical, but they are very interesting looking, and so that's why I bought them. Philippe Starck is also known for this, though. He made this, which you can't see right now, but let me zoom out a little bit, and you will see that it is a very strange looking lemon juicer. Okay, this is actually probably his most famous design. It's just a really cool sort of space age looking design, and I think it's really cool. Again, of course, it's much more expensive than your average lemon squeezer that you can buy at the grocery store or department store, but it's not hugely expensive. I think I paid like $75 for it or something like that, $80. So again, it's kind of neat to have something like this in my kitchen, even though I can't tell you the last time I actually squeezed a lemon or juiced a lemon. Now, here's another design by a German designer. This is a very large cheese grater by Richard Sapper. I love the shape, and I have used this to grate cheese, and it works really well. And I just think it's a really neat looking thing. It's, of course, very reminiscent of a musical instrument, and I just think it's the coolest thing. Well, finally, I have this other interesting object here, and that is this right here. This is a cookie jar, and it is designed by a guy named Michael Graves. And you can see all of it there. Michael Graves is another famous American designer. He likes to incorporate this color of blue in everything. And I have a few of his objects. I have again, I bought these from Target, so I probably paid $20 for that cookie jar. I have a broom and dustpan set, and I have a couple of other, small objects. He's most famous for working with a Italian company called Alessi and making this really kind of cool looking teapot. I like his stuff too, and he's another guy who's designed a lot of things, mostly home items. Actually, I have another thing of his that's kind of cool. Let me go ahead and grab it real quick. I have this travel chess and checkers set that I bought as well, and this was for sale at Target also. So, yeah, Graves has definitely designed a ton of things, a lot of fun and interesting things, and I'm glad I have those items as well. So anyway, that's a kind of exploration into industrial design, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and if so, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Have a great day.